Hi, so I have another video for you today, and I also purchased some Studio Calico kits. They had them on sale for like $10, so I was on there looking at layouts and posting stuff on there as well, and I saw them and I was like, why not? Why? You always need more scrapbooking stuff, right? I got these little embellishments. I think they were like, I don't even know, they were really cheap, so anyways, but I purchased the March 2018 kit. So quickly just show you what was in it. Some figures. I think these are cool. I just always have a hard time figuring out how I'm going to use these big old letters into the layout, but I'll figure something out. Then here's some ribbon. Lots of ribbon still, so maybe it'll inspire me to use it a little bit more. Stamp, some, what are these? Some metal embellishments, some little tags, sequins and buttons, and then the papers. The main reason why we got these kits. So, this way. I have a floral, yellow. I'll probably more likely use this blue side. This one, I don't know. It depends on what I'm prepping. Wood grain. I love this kinky color. Some vellum floral. And just some basic cardstock. I always have a hard time using these up sometimes, since I love patterns stuff. So we'll see, maybe I'll use one of these kits today for a layout. I'll see, depending on what picture I pick up. Alright, and then I bought, the next one that I bought was the February 2018 kit, and of course that one's going to be a little bit more Valentine lovey theme. Some washi tape. That was the February 2018. Some tags. Some little stickers, some chipboard stickers. I like these kind of pieces. A stamp. Some stickers. Oh, that's cool how they put the hole punches there, so you want to put them in an album. I like these thickers, these letters. Office. And then the papers. XOXO, that's cute. I like both sides. This paper, I like them. Ooh, I love orange. I think that's why I picked this one, because I had a lot of orange and I love orange. The hearts. Yeah, I kind of always put up, when I go through these, I always kind of pull up the papers that I more likely use. I leave them on top. I love this love paper. And then some just plain cardstock. So I'm going to figure out what layout I'm going, or what picture I'm going to do, and that'll help me determine what papers I'm going to use and so forth. So I have picked out these papers and looked through my stash that I had to see what colors would match with it. So I'm kind of going with that turquoisey blue, red, and yellow colors for this layout to kind of pull up the colors that are in that photo there of my brother. So I'm going to start trimming down the papers and cutting them to size to lay them all out. And so I'm just going to be using, I wanted to use that blue ombre paper, this as the base. And then I'm going to use this vellum floral as a little mat for this image, for this photo of my brother being silly at a little wine coffee bar that we went to our pub, I don't know, some little bar coffee shop went to. So I'm going to cut this red paper down, trim it down a little bit. I'm going to kind of anchor it there at the top of the layout, and it doesn't quite fit because I cut it a little bit shorter than 6 by 6 or 6 inches tall. So I'm taking this yellow paper and I'm inking on the edges. I was watching some old Shamel Lane videos, and I remembered, I saw her, you know, how she inks a lot of her papers, and I remembered I loved inking because it added great little dimension to my layouts. So I'm going to be inking all the edges here with a brown distress ink, and then I just tuck that yellow behind it to kind of lift it up and to make that photo kind of pop a little bit more off the thing. So now I'm going to be cutting a bunch of little circles here. I thought of the idea of kind of using a bunch of circle papers as embellishments and going from the top left corner to the bottom right corner with a bunch of just circles. Kind of, you'll see kind of water falling down. So I'm just randomly cutting these papers that I found that I wanted to use in my layout into the different sizes. There was really no rhyme or reason for which size I used. I just picked up a paper and just cut. So I'm going to ink all the edges of these as well. So I'm just going to quickly ink the edges. And kind of I guess my inspiration for to do these circles was, I guess I was on Pinterest probably, or Google, who knows. I was looking at something and I just saw something with a bunch of circles, and I really wanted to use my punches since I have all these materials that I feel like I need to use them. So I'm trying to mix it up as what I do when I do my layouts, to use different types of materials. I don't force myself to use all of them in one layout, but try to mix it up each time I do a different layout to use a different material. And so in this one, I'm doing two. I'm inking the edges and using the punches here. So I'm and then I use some pop dots there foam dots to kind of pop off some of those embellishments there as well. On these circles here to give it some dimension. And I'm just going to lay these papers down, these little circles down, kind of like little bubbles going down from the page. And I guess in the book, maybe that's in the book that my brother's holding in the picture, there's there's circles on there as well. So it kind of was an unconscious connection to that. So I guess I can give you a little brief history around the book. Like I said, we went to a bar. There's a little bookstore that had a bar and did coffee as well. So we were goofing around reading the children's book since I am a elementary teacher. And we took a picture of my brother reading a children's book while drinking an alcoholic drink and just being goofy on Snapchat and saying adulting done right. But anyways, so it kind of has to do with when I write my journaling, I'll kind of play that in there. But otherwise, it's kind of more of just about the adventures that I do whenever I go visit, the adventures I always have when I go visit my brother. So now I'm going to trim off the little circles that were hanging off the paper. And now I'm going to use that stamp that I got that came in that kit, that March kit, that said the story of. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use it. I didn't know if it would fit on one of the circles. So I'm going to stamp it first on to that grid, white and light blue grid or teal grid, and then I also had some left over that yellow paper as well. So I stamp it on the yellow to see how I like it, and then I also stamp it onto that grid paper. So then as I was doing it, I didn't care for the yellow, but I liked how that it was on the grid. I liked how it popped out. So I'm gonna, as you see, I circle punched it, and then I used the word my brother's name to cover up the bottom of it so you can tell that part of the circle is not complete. So as you saw, I got to use those big letters. I was super excited about it. It worked out in using my brother's name. I still couldn't decide if I liked the R to be solid or empty. Now that I look at it on video, I'll probably go pop out the center part of the R there. I kind of like it better now that I look at it here on video. I left it in at the end just because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. So there's that. Now I added some embellishments. Sorry, my video kind of got chopped up here, but it was just a bunch of little enamel dots and some Amy Tangerine little stickers. Not too many embellishments on this thing. So I did add my journaling, and then I just date stamped it, and then that layout will be considered complete. So thanks for watching, and have an awesome day, and like and subscribe.